In 1100 CE, there was a city in the middle of North America larger than London. It had a solar calendar that still works today. We turned it into a picnic lawn, and they called it the Empty Frontier. That mound you're looking at has a base larger than the Great Pyramid of Giza. It's in a state park outside St. Louis. Most people drive past it on the highway without knowing it exists. It's called Monk's Mound. It's the centerpiece of Cahokia, the largest pre-Columbian city north of Mexico, a city of up to 20,000 people at its peak, with 100 earthen mounds, a 50-acre civic plaza, and a solar calendar made of 20-foot cedar posts that align so precisely with the equinox sunrise that you can still verify the alignments today, 1,000 years later. At its height, Cahokia was trading copper from the Great Lakes, shells from the Gulf Coast, obsidian from the Rockies, and mica from the Appalachians. The Mississippi River was their main street. The nations connected to this network: the Osage, the Huapa, the Chickasaw, the Ho-Chunk, the Potawatomi, stretched from the Great Lakes to the Gulf of Mexico. This was not a collection of primitive groups or savages, as some have described. This was a world, a sophisticated, connected, continent-spanning world, and your textbooks give it about 5 minutes, if mentioned at all. The Little Ice Age hit in the 1300s. Temperatures dropped. Crops failed. The city slowly hollowed out over generations. By the 1400s, it was largely empty, but the mounds were still standing. The memory was still alive in the nations who survived. When American settlers arrived after the Louisiana Purchase in 1803, the mounds were still there, still obvious. Early settlers literally called the area Mound City. So, what did they do? They plowed them over, used the earth from ancient ceremonial platforms and grave sites to fill roads, demolished one entirely for railroad construction, and in 1828 laid the cornerstone of a courthouse on that same ground and called it the beginning of civilization in the region. Not continuation, the beginning, as if nothing had ever come before. Of the 26 mounds that once existed within St. Louis city limits, 0 remain intact. 0. The Gateway Arch, built to celebrate westward expansion into this empty land, stands 4 miles from Monk's Mound. The arch gets 2 million visitors a year. Monk's Mound gets 300,000. The monument, marking the erasure, draws more tourist attention than what's left of the evidence of what was erased. By 7 to 1. That's not accidental. That's the curriculum still doing its job. The Osage remember. The Ohuapa remember. The Ho-Chunk remember. The Chickasaw remember. They were never given the luxury of forgetting. And now, neither are you. This is First Light Archive, The Hidden Timeline, The Buried Continent, Episode 1. The full deep dive, archaeology, the trade networks, the Little Ice Age, the deliberate erasure is in my Substack library. I'm Ryan. Episode 2 is next, and it's where things start getting deliberately ugly. I'll see you there.